Good afternoon and welcome to the Loddon Leisure Centre. We're here for the first round of the Kitking Trophy. Reading Rockets play host to the Worthing Thunder. I'm joined, as always, by the greatest co-host in the country, Ben Fisher. Hi, Ben.
Wow, what an introduction that is. I'm not quite sure that's the case, but I have to say I'm probably one of the most pleased to be here. Really looking forward to the start of a new season and starting off with hopefully a really competitive game, Rockets versus the Thunder.
We're pleased to have you too, Ben. As we say, good start to the season here. Love this early season trophy tournament, the Kitking Trophy. As the teams come onto the floor, we will start to look just at the groups, and Reading Rockets and Worthing Thunder are in Group 1. They're joined by Barking Abbey and Brighton Bears. What do you make of Reading Rockets Group 1, Ben?
Yeah, interesting group, isn't it? I think that all the rosters in this are quite new. Obviously, the Thunder have made a considerable amount of changes from last year, but they've always posed a very strong roster, so it'll be interesting to see how they develop. Barking Abbey, I think, did a great job last year, stayed in the division, probably just exceeded Coach Fear's expectations, but that programme continues to grow and get stronger. And they've always been a bit of a banana skin for the Rockets. Brighton Bears, a bit of an unknown quantity for Rockets fans and Division 1 fans, being in Division 2, so you would hope the Rockets have a path through to the quarter-finals, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see for sure.
Group 2 is Hemel Storm, Essex Rebels, the Thames Valley Cavaliers and London Elite, and yeah, some kind of NBL Division 1 regulars and then promotees, London Elite. Interesting group, that one, actually.
Yeah, that's got a lot of firepower in, shall we say. Obviously, quite a few changes with the reigning champions, the Hemel Storm, with both Aaron Wright and Taylor Johnson moving on to the BBL, but they've replaced them with some good-looking players there. Essex Rebels, who defeated the Rockets by 5 points in the pre-season friendly last weekend, have really bolstered their group. Thames Valley Cavaliers are a little bit of an unknown quantity at the moment. There's not been an awful lot in the media about them. And London Elite, new to the division, have a lot of, I'd say, London talent, and including none more so than Walid Mumani, and it's great to see him back in NBL Division 1.
Yes, thanks, Ben. So I was just slightly distracted mid-court as all the intros have stopped, and it was due to a mic break from Bailey, who did a chest bump with somebody and broke his microphone.
Yes, with Finn Porter, probably the person you don't want to chest bump because he is a unit.
Yes,
so
I agree. So Group 3, Birmingham Rockets, Nottingham Hoods, Milton Keynes Breakers and Loughborough. So interesting in that group, Birmingham Rockets newly promoted, Milton Keynes are the one of 3 Division 2 teams. That was a lot of numbers in there in the group. And then Loughborough and Nottingham as the kind of regular NBL Division 1. These just look great, don't they? I feel like I'm saying tough group in all of them, because as a pre-season or an early season tournament goes, these are all going to be tough games, aren't they?
Yeah, interesting group, that one. Obviously, the Milton Keynes Breakers reaching the semi-final of the National Cup last year and winning their division quite easily, and not only have they retained the likes of Blaine Freckleton, they've also added Andre Arosol, who was obviously a former Worthing Thunder player last year. So yeah, I think they'll be looking to go deep into the competition, and I think it'll be, again, another really interesting group to look at.
Yes, and then Group 4, Derby Trailblazers, Manchester Magic, Bradford Dragons and Newcastle University. Again, hard to call that one. Derby, again, always very strong. Bradford, always a tough game, and early season will definitely be tough. Manchester Magic, the Division 2 team, were relegated from Division 1 last year, and then Newcastle University, again, to use your phrase, bit of an unknown quantity.
Yeah, you'd expect Derby Trailblazers to come through that group, and I think the second position is probably up for grabs between the other 3 teams.
So let's get to tonight's proceedings. have a little look at the rosters. Worthing Thunder up first. Tola Akiki, Luke Moore, Hafiz Abdul, who we'll have a quick chat about in a minute, Clayton Wright, Ishmael Fontaine, Tyler Fairburn, Daniel Johnson-Thompson, John Fairburn, twin brother by the looks of things, and then rounded out by veteran Tom Ward. And as I said, I think Hafiz Abdul is one of those matchup sort of nightmares in this league who can play the 4, can play the 3, can play on the perimeter, can play inside, and good energy too.
Yes, and probably this season will be taking quite a leading role for his team, and has caused the Rockets some problems in their previous encounters. And also when he said when he had 27 points against the Rockets in the away league game last year. But yeah, he'll definitely be one to look forward to, and as will Tom Ward. Another year with the Thunder, which is awesome.
So moving on to Reading, it's Harry Milbank, Taylor Rowe, Lewis Champion, Mitch Clark, Isaac Round, Elijah Maynard, Jacob Spurrier, Lorenzo Elliott, Finn Porter, Zach Powell and Christian Alexander. Fish, you would have seen Taylor Rowe, the new import in this week for Reading. What do you make of him so far?
Yeah, he settled in quite well. He arrived Tuesday morning and was straight on the practice floor, believe it or not, on Tuesday lunchtime. And I think he's going to be a real good player for Rockets in the backcourt. I think Coach Samet will be hoping he can be a bit more of a scorer. I think he's come in and just trying to find his feet this week. But yeah, another addition to the roster, which is great for the Rockets, especially with Reece Pinnock out this afternoon.
I was going to ask, I saw Reece pre-game, wasn't sure if he's in. What's the update on Reece?
Well, Reece has had a kind of long-term injury, and when in seeing the physiotherapist this week, he requires a scan. So we're just going to await the results of that to see what happens moving forward. We are hoping it's not a long-term injury, but he is out indefinitely until we have the results of that.
One thing that will be good for the Worthing Thunder roster is they've got names of other players on their backs, so don't read those, because that's going to be very misleading.
Oh yes, that is true. I didn't notice that. Well, I think that's due to some kit issues across the league. So, yeah, understandable for sure. But great, we can get going. That's the main thing. We've managed to get players licensed, officials here, court ready, and we are good to go for some Kitking Trophy action. Absolutely,
and as I say, as far as an early season tournament goes, this is a good one, and I really, really enjoy it. It makes the early games meaningful. Just looking at the starters, Zach Powell, Elijah Maynard, Christian Alexander, Lewis Champion and Mitch Clark for the Rockets. This Johnson-Thompson, Hafiz Abdul, Akiki at guard, and it looks like the Fairburn twins, I think.
Yep.
Tyler and John, who are formerly of Itchin in Division 2. And we're underway. Worthing Thunder control the first tip with Akiki. Looking to Abdul, who we identified as a bit of a danger man. Out and running with Powell. This is Champion. Looks at an early 3, turns it down. They'll reverse through Powell. They'll try and trap the screen and roll. Champion was free. Bit of a bump. Nothing called. He'll go left. Find Powell open. Difficult one for Clark to handle and have to fire it up. We'll have to fire this one up because the shot clock will be run down. Maynard from the mid-range and nothing doing. Clark tries to challenge Fairburn for the rebound. Doesn't get it. Here's Akiki into Johnson-Thompson, who has BBL caliber on his resume. Abdul inside, and that's the first foul of the day. And the inside-outside game, as I say, a bit of a, I don't want to say unicorn, but they are interesting, these kind of bigger wings in this league. You don't find many of them. Tend to find guards or bigs, but not many in between.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Johnson-Thompson and Abdul are playing the 4-on-5 spot, and good pass inside with Maynard currently defending Hafiz Abdul, and that's going to be an interesting matchup as we make our way through the game.
Misses the first. Misses a pair, and Powell brings that one down. He's out and running, beats everybody down the floor. But tipped going the other way. A lot of contact, nothing doing. Quick break and play. Welcome everybody to the live stream. 50 of us in here so far. Always good to have everybody joining us for some early season action. Still all tied up at 0 here. Here's the inside-outside again with Abdul against Maynard. There's a reach on the floor, and he'll be called for the foul.
Yeah, pretty similar to the last play with Johnson-Thompson passing the ball inside to Abdul. No shots given now, so it's out of bounds.
Maynard's second foul, and Abdul this time can't get to go. Leak from Maynard, he's out and running. Goes in for the two-handed stuff, and what a way to get things going here at the Valley.
Yeah, Rockets wanting to play in transition a lot, and a great pass leading to the Maynard dunk.
Now Abdul steps outside with the bigger Alexander on him. They'll still go inside. Clark helps with the double. Offensive going the other way, and risky from Maynard, who's on 2 fouls, but gets the call. But Coach Nurizadeh still no choice but to take him out.
Yeah, and that probably helps Rockets' matchup issues with Finn Porter and Christian Alexander defending the 4 and 5 spots. That was a tough matchup for Maynard.
Here's Clark into the front court. Alexander will reverse through Powell, and he goes all the way inside. Good body control, but couldn't finish.
Yeah, great no call there, I have to say. Hafiz Abdul did a great job with his verticality.
Here is Abdul, hand off to Fairburn, chased by Champion. A turnover there, and Zach Powell controls the ball, gives it up to Champion. Early screen and roll from the Rockets, finds Clark. Another screen and roll, a lot of contact there, and first whistle of the day on Worthing Thunder.
Little scrappy start to the game for both teams for sure. Rockets not quite finding their groove in terms of their pick and roll offense. Early change for the Thunder as the veteran Tom Ward is in.
He is, and in good shape still. You can see why he's still playing at 34.
Absolutely.
Here's Clark. There's that screen and roll that Fish was talking about. Little dump inside from Porter that Alexander has tipped away on the baseline.
Seven seconds on the shot clock for the Rockets.
Champion on the inbound here. Slipped, and it's Alexander who finds Porter on the perimeter this time. Nothing doing. Here's Ward newly into the game. High screen, and Ward all the way down the lane. Good hands from Powell. Ends up with a Kiki. Tipped away from Porter. One-on-one with Abdul. Banking hours are afternoons on Saturdays.
Yep, and he was there.
Here's Alexander. Powell, good elbow jumper, gets himself inside a little fake. Still nothing doing. Tom Ward out and running, finds Abdul, pulls again for the second time. Long, and Powell rebounds. The pace still very, very fast at the minute. They've really settled into the game. Porter inside, diving Alexander on the run. That one doesn't go, and shooting woes start early doors, but good run from the big man Alexander down the middle. Akiki will pull this time, and he is way off.
I think the Rockets need to be a little bit more patient at the offensive end, change the side a couple of times, make the defense have to move and work. They seem to be in a bit of a rush at the moment, so let's see.
Clark with Alexander, hands off with Champion. Finds Powell, and now inside is better from the Rockets. The skip is a loopy one to Clark. He will have to get a shot off, gets it down to Porter, inside to Alexander with a two-handed crush.
And that's the patience that we're talking about. Rockets with their Spanish screen set. A little bit more patience, and a good pass from Porter to Alexander inside for the flush.
Abdul hands off with Fairburn. They go inside to Johnson-Thompson. And the foul is on the floor. It's quite interesting because there's enough size for Reading to deal with the inside presence, but Worthing getting really low touches. It's hard to deal with anybody when you're catching it that low.
Yeah, right now the interior play, I think, is more effective, shall we say, for the Thunder.
Sorry, go on, Coach.
Yeah, I'm just about to say Johnson-Thompson doing a really good job sealing close to the bucket as a foul was called there.
Another quick foul, and that's Christian Alexander's second foul. So Worthing Thunder now have Elijah Maynard and Christian Alexander on 2 fouls. New guy Taylor Rowe is into the game. First chance to see him. Timeout Worthing. So we'll catch our breath on what's been a very frenetic first 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Rockets lead 4-3, but yeah, it feels very very fast at the minute, doesn't it?
Yeah, very early season-ish, I think is probably
good
the expression to use. I think we can see how both teams are currently wanting to play. Rockets playing with a lot of pick and roll, and the Thunder looking for that inside-outside game. And I think that if the Rockets can just limit that, they may well start fronting the post as a change of tactic, make the Thunder have to make an extra pass. In terms of the Rockets' offense, I think, as I said before, a little bit more patience. But if they can get some stops and get out running, I think that'll be a real benefit for them.
Yeah, there was an early push with not a great deal of success, as we see Coach Nourizadeh just probably adjusting, as you say, Coach, the defensive end, I would imagine, and Zaire Taylor also demanding of his team and looking to probably keep going inside at the minute.
Yeah, Taylor Rowe checking into the game for the first time, as you said before the timeout mark, obviously making his debut in a Rockets shirt, so this will be the first time for Rockets fans and everybody on the stream to see him.
Baseline ball here with the Thunder. Same set. Ishmael Fontaine and Luke Moore also into the game and defended well by Powell. A lot of foot movement there, and Clark just tips it. Sorry, it was, yeah, tip to Finn Porter, skip to Powell on the spin, hands off to Porter for his second jump of the game. This one's straight down the pipe for 2.
Yeah, Finn Porter has worked really hard during the summer on his mid-range game, and yeah, that's a good shot from the young British guy.
Fontaine skipped to Moore, nothing doing, out and running. Here is Powell, just with a little stop and finger roll over the front.
Yeah, and there it is for the Rockets, getting a stop and scoring in transition, and popped out to an 8-3 lead.
Moore again reversing through Johnson-Thompson. Here's Fontaine looking inside, and again it's going to be Abdul pushed off the block, but another foul in the low post. This time Rockets in the bonus, and that's 2 shots.
Yeah, and in the bonus with 4 minutes and 41 still remaining in this first quarter, so certainly something that Coach Nourizadeh was definitely barking orders out from the sideline there. It did look as though he was working hard with his team to try and front the post after the timeout, but 2 shots is the outcome.
You were seeing an interview midweek with Taylor Rowe and just talking about the difference between college and the pros and some of the kind of technicalities and tactical differences, and definitely going to be some adjustment time, isn't there?
Oh, for sure, yeah. Not just the game itself, but also the officiating and how certain teams play, etc.
Here's Clark the other way. High show again on this screen and roll. Might be something they can exploit later. Skip to Powell, who shot fakes and finds Champion with a little shovel out the backhand, and Champion for 3, and it's 11-5 Rockets.
Yeah, nice play by Lubis Champion. He's done a really good job of being consistent from beyond the arc during his time here at Rockets. Another foul is called as well.
That I didn't see. Maybe it's on Clark. Or Porter, might be on Finn Porter. I'll have to check live stats and keep up with the number of fouls, because there's been a lot on the Rockets side, as we'll see Isaac Round check into the game and Zach Powell checks out. And you're high on Isaac Round, aren't you, mate?
Yeah, Isaac with his final year with us before he goes off. Had a really good outing against Essex Rebels in a friendly last weekend, scoring 17 points. He's also been a prominent feature in the England under-18 team 2 weeks ago in the Future Stars tournament, and it's his birthday today as well. So he's 19 years of age, and I'm really hoping he has a fantastic season this year, and I'm sure he will, both in Division 1 and in the EABL. 19 years young, as they say.
Yes, that was a long time ago for both of us. We're both in our 30s.
We are still both in our 30s.
A little bit of extended pressure here from the Thunder, and Taylor Rowe takes over ball handling duties. This is Isaac Round, newly into the game. This time skipped and looking inside to Porter. Champion with a little dance across the middle. It goes double cross. Puts Luke Mort on his ground.
That is a filthy from Lewis Champion. You've got to love it. Much better job there from Mitch Clark fronting the post.
Johnson Thompson still down the lane and finishes, but as you say, different look defensively there from the Rockets, and there's that slip again on the high screen and roll. And cut from Champion, and this ball's moving nicely for the Rockets. Here's Round down the middle, tries to dump off to Porter, does. He'll go left, and that's nice again for the Rockets, good patience.
Yeah, both teams finding some good looks right now and making some adjustments in the game, which is great to see.
Reversal again through the bigs. Better from Round, he makes them go back door. They've left Moore all alone here, and he nearly punishes them for it, and a bit of a breakdown in communication. Champion veteran move, puts his hand up, protects the youngster from the ear bashing.
Yes. Oh, that's tickled me. Very much so. But that's the beauty of the team. They're take responsibility for things, move on.
Long pass from Clark is tipped away, and that will not make Coach Nurizade happy. Here's Hafiz Abdul looking at it. Akiki back in the game for the Thunder. There you go, doubling the post this time, a lot of bodies. Champion stuck on the wrong side of Fontaine. Another foul and another bucket for the Worthing Thunder. Yeah, that looks like 13 as well. That might be on Finn Porter for his second.
Rockets with a lot of foul issues early on in this one. Lewis Champion also warned for flopping as well. So, yeah, bit of a tough start in terms of the foul situation for Coach Nurizade to manage in this first half.
I'm going to sound like I'm a basketball purist here, but I don't mean this. It's a little bit old school from the Thunder, isn't it? It's like, it's get the ball inside, work hard on the low block, you know, and it's getting the job done at the minute against the Rockets.
Yeah, it certainly is. And as I say, what's great is the little chess match going on with Rockets adjusting to front the post and the Thunder then adjusting to find the inside still.
Here's Taylor Rose, the crossover finds Round. He'll go down the lane with a little floater, back rims this one. Nothing doing, and there's another foul, and we're going to go the other way again.
Yeah, another two shots and another foul against the Rockets. I think that's foul number 10.
I just see Mitch Clark at centre court there, just getting the troops together to probably talk about this foul situation and what it's doing to the game, because it certainly kept the Worthing Thunder close in this first quarter.
Yeah, a little bit of a naive one there from Round, probably, in terms of the rebound was secured, so needed just to leave that one, and the refs seem to be calling most things at the moment, so just got to manage that within the game. Both free throws actually missed, with Christian Alexander rebounding.
Kick to Rowe, his first bucket as a Rocket. There it is, and he's money from downtown.
Yeah, nice find as well. But good to see Taylor Rose, the Loddon Valley crowd, show their threes in the air.
Good hands from Powell again, and there's another foul, and it's going to keep getting called at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the thing is the Rockets have to adjust to the temperature. Right now the temperature is extremely hot from the officials. They are calling pretty much everything. So it did look, we were right behind the play. It did look like Zach Powell tapped the ball away pretty cleanly there. So yeah, another tough one for the Rockets. And Coach Nurizade is making his opinion well known, shall we say.
He's been known to be slightly animated. Abdul back to the line for the Thunder. Nothing but net on this one. Some of the Thunder crowd have travelled well today. Short trip over here. Was it a 2-hour drive?
Yeah, just over 2 hours.
Yeah.
From the Thunderdome.
Makes a pair, and the pressure extends, and here's Ward on Isaac Round. Powell now goes away from the high show, and they'll get a low touch with Alexander. Good skip out, same spot for Rowe, and there's another one, and that guy hasn't hit the rim yet. Yeah,
great to see from Taylor Rowe, and that's what you want from your import player. Back-to-back threes to keep the Rockets 8 points to the good.
Great find from Christian Alexander down low as well. Just looked out to the weak side and saw the help off, and here's Clark the other way, and he finishes, and Rockets it hitting a bit of a groove at 24-14.
Yeah, nice job from Mitch Clark, defending hard as usual.
There's the mid-range from Tom Ward, and I made a joke once with John Hobbs about death taxes and Tom Ward jump shots. And there's another call, I think. That's...
Yeah, it's an illegal screen by Zach Powell. He's also on 2 fouls, so I'm pretty sure, Mark, that's 4 players on the Rockets roster on 2 fouls.
Yeah, Porter now on 2, Christian Alexander 2, Maynard's on 2, and now Zach Powell on 2.
Yeah. That's going to be an interesting one to manage in this second quarter. Still a minute and change left in the first.
I think this is where Harry Milbank and Lorenzo Elliott and those guys better be ready to go.
Good gang rebound there from the Rockets.
Clark inside, finds Alexander. He's held, and this will still be only the Thunder's 3rd foul committed. Rockets have committed 9. And have not spread them out well either.
No. Bit of a difference early on in this one.
Clark puts it on the dribble from the inbounds. Gets low, being chased by a lot of Thunder players. Here's Taylor Rowe, good find. Ignores the screen, and this is Clark who back rims one, but nice from Taylor Rowe before the screen was set. Finds Clark. This is Mitch Clark who steals that one, finds Champion for the running layup, and Rockets by 12 now.
Yeah, the Rockets still doing a good job defending and scoring in transition. They've certainly punished the Thunder with their turnovers.
Fairburn chased by Champion, down low is Clark, who takes one in the chest, but officials allowing some footwork, and it's all the way down, and Alexander before the buzzer throws one down. Lots going on again. I'm trying to keep up with all these things. Officials are talking. There was like a wave off. I don't know, the reason I got confused, what was the wave off for?
So basket good, wave off was time had elapsed.
Okay.
So we are at 28-16 at the end of the first.
There was time on the clock when they waved it off, though, to be clear.
Yeah.
I didn't not misread, like I
know
you
saw
when
it
it hits 3 zeros, I know it's the end. It did not hit 3 zeros.
Correct.
So, well, look, for a net again to the first quarter, but that's no different to how it's been the whole time. Rockets lead by 12 at 28-16. It's a bundle of points put up by the Rockets, but you can only think that with the foul trouble, they could be further ahead by now.
Yeah, quite possibly. I think they still need to find some solutions with the high show on the screen and roll. I think that the ball is sticking in the guard's hand quite a lot. They just need to move the ball on and try and find that bridge pass inside. One of the options. The other option, definitely against the high show, is to re-screen. Very difficult to show twice. So the Rockets have got stuff they can go to. I think the adjustment they've made defensively has been the thing that's helped them the most establish this 12-point advantage.
As we say, foul's sort of the story of the first quarter, but Lewis Champion leads all scorers with 8. Taylor Rowe backs him up with 6. Hafiz Abdul has 7, and Daniel Johnson-Thompson has 4. Christian Alexander snagged 3 rebounds along with Clark, Fairburn, and it's Zach Powell with 3 assists, and Mitch Clark also has 3 assists. And so you can't help but think it's a good number of assists for points here for the Rockets.
Yeah, most definitely, and I think that's partly because they've got out in transition as well, and actually have made some good passes and some good looks.
So back into action here for the second quarter. If you join us on the live stream, remember it's always a good time to share and show some others. There's a stop in play here, but as I say, share the stream out, make sure everybody knows about it. Check in from across the world. I didn't know with the early tip whether we'd get some Australian viewers for Mitch, because it's well, it's 11 o'clock at night there or something, but it's within feasible hours to watch a game, 11 p.m.
Oh, definitely. Saturday night in Oz. Yeah.
There we go.
Buzzing.
Here's Champion. Quick slip away from the screen again, and probing Champion just gets a little lob down to Alexander, and he's bodied but can't finish, and that should stay with the Rockets. And nice find again from Champion. Good collapse from the Thunder. Baseline with the Rockets, just lobbed to Powell. That's Maynard, sorry. Here's Champion. All the way inside, goes to the little reverse with the left, and nice from the veteran Lewis Champion.
Yeah, he's done a really good job so far today, knocking down shots, finishing at the rim, and I love his game, and he's just been an absolute stalwart for the Rockets.
There's that find inside again for the cross screen, and Johnson-Thompson goes to the left. It's a good finish. It's that same action, though, as there's a bit of a down screen and cross screen, sort of screen-to-screener action, and it keeps getting them open inside. Maynard stuck, just lobs to Champion, and luckily ends up in a Rockets hand. This time, Johnson-Thompson fouls Champion.
Yeah, pretty good by Champion there, just attacking the high show. Trying to get the ball off the line of the actual screen. Good job from Champion.
Solid replay action with the stream team too. On it, mid-season form for those guys.
Absolutely.
Here's Champion. There's that high show again that Rockets have done well in the first quarter to exploit. They're down low again, finds Maynard on the cut and just can't handle it.
Yeah, but better by the Rockets, that extra pass allowing them just to seek the gaps in the defense behind the high show.
Just seeing Taylor Rowe on screen, and there's a comment in the YouTube comments to feed him the ball, and he's 2 for 2 from downtown, so I totally agree with you. He's on the ball now. Finds Clark. Finds Champion in the corner. Rockets doing well off the dribble. Hook to the corner. This is Elijah Maynard, and makes it. And one. Chance for a 4-point play.
Yeah, Elijah Maynard finding himself with a little bit of space and knocking the 3-ball down, and that's definitely something he wanted to have happen quickly. He wasn't able to get into the game in the first quarter due to foul trouble, but great job from the young number 10.
Rockets lead by 15 after the main shot from Maynard. You'll see it on the replay now as he Jumps into a rhythm 3 and he's fouled by Fairburn in the corner. Chance for a rare 4-point play. He comes quite a long way forward on his jump shot. He said closeout's got to be a little bit careful. Comes really far forward on the jump shot. Blood-curdling scream from the crowd and makes the free throw anyway.
Yeah, 34 plays 18 now in favour of the Rockets.
Maynard defending Hafiz Abdul. Switch on the perimeter for the Rockets. Fairburn with his first try. Back rims it and Maynard pulls in the hands of Isaac Round. Finds Rowe and the early transition look. Round finds Alexander inside. He's found the perimeter again. Taylor Rowe. He's now 3 for 3. Nothing but nylon. And Andrew Gibson, you were right. Feed Taylor.
What a signing this has turned out to be in this first showing from Taylor Rowe. 3 from 3 from beyond the arc and nothing but string.
Fontaine from deep hits nothing and it just ends up in Hafiz Abdul's hands. Isaac Round finds Christian Alexander in the middle of the floor. Champion to Alexander again, who's been great from that spot. Taylor Rowe looking for 4 for 4, missed his first shot. Finds Maynard though, he looks long on that one. He is long and left. Crowd want that one to go down, but nothing doing. It's Hafiz Abdul the other way. Tom Ward turns down the jump shot and finds Abdul inside, and that'll be Alexander's 3rd foul.
Yeah, great pass by Tom Ward. I just love to watch him play. He's been such an influence on this Worthing Thunder team in Division 1 for many a season, and got a fantastic mid-range game and really sees the game well.
Timeout here in Reading, 37-22. The home team Rockets lead this one by 15 with 6:58 to go in this second quarter. And if you're just joining us, the story of the first quarter was foul trouble. The Rockets struggling for fouls. You would have seen Christian Alexander getting his 3rd, and Coach Nurizadeh having to do a lot to manage that. You'll see him sat down trying to figure that one out, and Zaire Taylor desperate to get a bit more from his guys, especially at the defensive end, trying to get some stops to go with some of their inside presence, and they've been really good inside, haven't they, Ben?
They certainly have, and I've been really impressed with Johnson Thompson. I think because he's seeing a lot more of the ball than maybe he has in his previous teams. I think you're seeing how effective he can be, so I would definitely be working on ways to find him inside. I think him and Hafiz Abdul work well together, but I think the Thunder have taken some tough shots, and I think the Rockets have defended pretty well after that first couple of minutes.
You would have seen the sweet gun here at the Valley. I don't know if it's sweets or balls, but we're pumping out something into the crowd. Abdul to the line for 1. Misses, but Johnson Thompson, who Ben just identified as a standout performer, gets hold of that one. It finds Fairburn in the corner, and there's another foul underneath. This time it's against Hafiz Abdul. Rockets will go the other way.
Yeah, the Rockets now playing with one inside player in Finn Porter, with Christian Alexander sitting down with 3 fouls. So a little bit more firepower from the perimeter for the Rockets.
Mitch Clark back into the game. Champion controls the point. Skips the high screen and roll. Round finds Clark, who he'll get a good touch inside, go all the way down. It's blocked by Johnson Thompson, and the Thunder out running. Abdul finds Ward, and he's money from the corner for 2. Thunder closed the gap, but here's Mitch Clark against Ishmael Fontaine. Maynard to Round. Maynard all the way down, just can't get the lefty layup to go. Slides off the rim, and Ward the other way. Finds Fairbairn, who goes glass, can't get that one. Champion tries to shovel it inside, should have saved it long, can't get it, and it's Abdul on the boards. He gets a second, third try at it. Still not there, and Rockets 2-on-3. Porter just joining the attack now. Nice slide inside from Champion. Maynard blows the layup, but gets it to go. And one.
What a way to get an and one. Completely fumble it at the rim, catch it, score, and get fouled. I think, though, Mark, just looking at this, I think very scrappy again in this period of play. And I'm not really sure who that favours, but the Rockets seem to be a little bit more clinical at the offensive end at the moment still.
You've seen Champion just slide the no-looker inside, and I think Maynard wants the left-handed dunk and just loses the handle, grabs it back in the air, foul down one. He'll make the extra one. Three-point play completed by Maynard. Ward the other way. And here's the down screen, cross screen action that we've seen, and it's Abdul inside again, and that's Porter foul. That'll be his third.
Yeah, and the issue for the Rockets, is because of the action on the weak side, they haven't got that help defender in place. So it's a lot easier for the Thunder to make a lob pass inside. So the help defense just needs to be off the screen on the weak side.
It's definitely the action that's causing some trouble. Rockets not quite found a way defensively to figure that out, and you'll see the rocket bar on the baseline. Done its job. The Rocket does its job. The rebounders do not.
Yes, and that was pretty poor by the Rockets there.
Abdul on the spin, called for a walk this time as he spins. (14-25), nearly halfway through this second quarter. Round, Clark and Champion taking up the backcourt duties. Maynard at 4. Slips one, gets a good low touch. Porter all the way down the lane, and that's going to be a whistle and a foul on Daniel Johnson-Thompson.
Yeah, and I like that because I think Porter read his defender really well, could see he was looking at the ball, made that face cut, and I think simplicity there for the Rockets was the winner.
That will send Finn Porter to the line. Pretty sure that's Johnson-Thompson's second foul. I will just check to make sure it's not his third, although I've just seen a grimace on his face when he's thinking maybe it is his third. Oh, I thought it was second. It is his third, though.
Yeah, I didn't actually see what the table held up, and obviously it is the table that we go by.
Quite a good crowd in this afternoon for a Saturday afternoon odd game, isn't it? Saturday afternoon is really weird.
Certainly for basketball, for the Rockets it is, yeah.
But good crowd who've made it out to take the family mid-afternoon, and Abdul again inside is causing absolute chaos. If this is on Porter, it could well be his fourth foul, unless I'm misreading this. It's not on Porter, it's on maybe Champion. Didn't see the call from the official.
I think it may have been on Mitch Clark. I think it was number
Clark
8.
and Champion both have no fouls, so it could be a 7 or an 8. But how good has Hafiz Abdul been this first half?
Yeah, kind of as we'd expected, really. A lot going through him, and not a surprise because he really is a talent on this Worthing Thunder roster.
Maynard to round, he'll get inside, drop one off to Powell, who goes underneath, tries to get the reverse layup to go. Clark sees that one, gets on top of it. It's 10 on the shot clock. He dials his own number. nothing doing, and Worthing have numbers, 3-on-2. Dropped off to Abdul, but it's a charge from Clark, and what a defensive effort from Mitch Clark.
Yes, sorry for the delay there. 3 against 1, and I'm not quite sure. That's foul number 3 on whoever that was, and I'm not quite sure how Rockets have come up with the ball there, but great job by Mitch Clark to be in the right position and put his body on the line.
Tyler Fairburn will be his 3rd foul. Just checking Daniel Johnson-Thompson's foul. I thought it was his 3rd. I actually thought it was his 2nd. They said it's his... then we thought it was his 3rd. He's come up with 4. And that is massive.
Well, that's on the statistics. As I say, don't forget, it will be whatever's in the scorebook. Obviously, we can't see the scorebook. We can see the live stats.
I will send you to investigate that half-time.
I shall. When I get my bottle.
Here's Round. Clark waves off Isaac Round. Christian Alexander inside, shot fake, a lot of contact, but nothing here. And interesting that what's called on one end not being called on the other at the minute. Round in the corner, he's fouled, never got hold of that one. And here's Abdul out and running, dropped off to Akiki, and he will put in the 2, and just creeping back into this one, the Thunder within 12. Clark all the way to the rim, a lot of contact again, nothing doing, chased down by Zach Powell, and Rockets need to reset here and play. Skipped, Clark finds Round, he's called for the travel. And here's that period of play again. You said early season sort of play where it doesn't feel very cohesive.
No, and I think, to be brutally honest, I think that the Rockets are struggling inside. They are getting the ball inside, but are not able to convert, and that's where the Thunder have the advantage, I think, with that part of the game.
Clark again. I was just checking stats. At another charge take, or is it another foul?
It was a foul on Mitch Clark this time. And of course, that man again, Hafiz Abdul. What an influence he's having on the game, and has reduced the arrears, and could well reduce the arrears to just 10 points.
I can't remember if I'm thinking of the wrong person. Was Hafiz Abdul a Division 3 Rockets guy at one point? Thorny said he had a group, and I just don't remember if he was here as well.
Not to my knowledge, but who knows? Thorny is the oracle of basketball in Reading.
Thorny, if you're on the stream, let me know if I'm going mad, or if you, or if I'm thinking of somebody else. Anyway, here's Powell. Rockets need a score. The Thunder within 10. Taylor Rowe back into the game. He shot well early. Alexander skipped to Clark, who thought about the 3. Got some options. Rowe, who's at that spot, he's been shooting well from that spot, this time way off, and they go the other way. Great take from Clark. That is genuinely a great defensive effort.
Yeah, and that's what Mitch Clark brings to this team. Obviously his perimeter shooting, but he's a tenacious defender, and he picks up his 2nd charge. Great job from the Australian.
Appreciate the comments on the stream and the quality of what we're bringing. Ben and I make up a very, very small proportion of what goes on. We are simply the voice and sometimes face, but the guys behind the scenes stream team are doing a fantastic job, and with the help of a lot of Valley Leisure Centre here at the Valley, and getting us the right connectivity and all that fun stuff in the background, it's turning out really well. So thank you for the comments, guys. Back to the action. Rowe trying for the handoff, curls on that one, tries to drop it off to Clark, and Ward reads it, and Worthing Thunder just getting some success defensively right at the wrong time for Reading, as they're just before the half, and Powell wants to go on the spin. Drops it off to Maynard with the left-handed flush on Tom Ward.
Elijah Maynard really hyped for that as the Thunder come the other way.
That could get this crowd going, and Rockets leading by 12 after the Elijah Maynard dunk. Powell down the middle, skips to Maynard, who just had the dunk, and he's fouled again. And I'm telling you, it's the follow-through that goes really far forward. Hard to do. You can see the spin by Powell. He drops it off to Maynard for the left-handed flush, and Maynard hyped for that one.
He certainly was. And yeah, going back to your comment about jumping forward on the jump shot, that's always been a bit of a bone of contention, certainly for shooters that do that. We had many moons ago Andy Pousland who used to do that and got many calls. So it's good when you get them, and it's very frustrating when you're on the other end of them.
There is something about that idea that you can jump and land on the same spot while like propelling the ball forward. The science of it doesn't sort of make sense, does it? Crowd into this one. Bit of a boogie on the made free throw.
Excellent. Glad there's some boogieing going on in the crowd.
It's a family fun event. Come down, and some contact again, and someone's Hafiz Abdul on the floor.
Yeah, and Christian Alexander has to be a bit smarter in that. I know a foul wasn't called, but you know, with two and a bit minutes left in this second quarter, and he's on 3 fouls, I believe. Mark,
if so he's avoided it,
certainly doesn't want to pick up his 4th.
No, and you're right. Alexander is on 3 fouls. Just under 2 minutes to go. Skipped again, and it ends up with a guy you don't want it to end up with. Maynard on the high rebound, and Taylor Rowe out with Powell. Tries to drop one off to Maynard. There's some free people if they can find in the Rockets, but not this time. And Powell tries to go screen and roll with Alexander, and the doubling of the screen is an interesting tactic. Clark, Alexander, Powell will go baseline, all the way inside, flips one up and under, and he goes to the line for 2.
He does, and you're right in terms of the double, but I don't think the spacing was very good there from the Rockets either. Mitch Clark just needed to step back and create a better line of pass off the double.
Floor guys in again, and Coach Nurazade speaking to the bench, trying to get some extra information over. Ben will be able to translate that for us at some point, I bet. I can tell. You know exactly what just got said. Is it repeatable on live?
Possibly not, but something along the lines of be more physical.
Powell makes a pair. Lead back up to 16 for the Rockets. 1:30 to go. Here's Ward. Finds Fontaine on the drive. They'll skip to Ward. He's wide open for 3. Back rim this time, and the long rebound. Rockets is trying to come up with it. It ends up with Powell, who this often does. He goes behind the back, all the way inside, and just rims out. Maynard on the follow. Rockets still can't get it to go. Great move from Powell, but just can't get the finish. And Abdul against Alexander. Don't want to foul here. Skip to the corner. Fontaine front rims this one, and the clear would be good and wise to hold now. Get a couple of possessions.
And it's very obvious what Coach Nurazade is saying now.
That one, I got it
down.
I could translate that easy. Clark just loads of contact, nothing doing. The other way, and Okiki just fires that one up. Timeout, and frustration all round here, I think, at the end of the first quarter. 30 seconds to go. Occasionally, the time looks slightly odd on the stream, but that's only because, well, I'm not going to go into technicalities with it, but I will keep you posted on what it is. It's 30.9 to go.
Yes, unfortunately, we've got our restricted view seating again of the scoreboard, Mark. We seem to get the same tickets every week.
I know. We've bought season tickets behind the pillar.
Well, Hafiz Abdul has 17 points for the Thunder, and it's well, it's actually half their points, in fact. So we identified him before the game, and he's certainly doing a fantastic job for the away team. And despite it being a 14-point game, you get the feeling they're going to stick around the Thunder.
Yeah, and certainly have a run in them, right? I don't think they shot particularly well in this first half. They're shooting 37% from 2. And they're shooting 8% from 3.
Not ideal.
No. As I say, we'll keep you abreast of score and time. We'll sort something out in the half. It's just under 30 to go, 48-34. Here's Reading on offense. Tries to go to the corner and there's hands in lanes. And Christian Alexander good in the high post area. He's not the decision guy though, is he?
No, and he just needed to move the ball to the opposite side, and even if that was with the dribble handoff, because Clark was being overplayed. But anyway, Rockets maintain possession.
10 on the shot clock, 17 on the game clock. About a 7-second difference. Clark pulls from 3, and what a shot from Mitch Clark, and that's a big one right before the half. Time's running down still. Time hasn't stopped at all. There's probably a good 7 seconds or so to get put back on here, if that's how it works.
Yes, I think it should be that. Yes, and there we go. The time is going back onto the clock. Bit of a, as we said before, pre-season for everybody. So on clock watch, which I am. Coach Nurizade making a number of changes and taking Christian Alexander out of the game on 3 fouls. It's probably smart. 7.8 on the clock, Mark, for this final possession.
I said 7, they put 6 back on. I was close enough.
Well done.
Thanks. Here's Abdul, played by Clark. No fouls now from the Rockets, really. It ends up with Ward, who is a good shooter, and he buries that one from just inside 3, and as frustrating an end as you can get. The Rockets still lead this one, 36-51. 15-point ball game going into the half, and Ben, let's wrap up quickly for the half, but you know, what did you think of Worthing's first half performance?
I think they came into the game with a plan of trying to dominate the inside early. I think they had success for that. I think the Rockets responded well. I think it got a bit frantic for them, which hasn't really helped them. As I say, I think they need to go back to trying to find the inside. With their set, with the down screen, cross screen action, certainly something that's helped them. Daniel Johnson-Thompson, with his foul issues, is definitely sort of curtailed that, and Hafiz Abdul has really had to carry the load offensively. But having said that, I think that, as we said before, I think a couple of stops and a couple of scores, they're certainly not afraid to play in transition, that's for sure, and it could be back to a single-digit game.
And what's your 30-second synopsis of the Rockets?
Rockets have done well. I think they'll be disappointed in terms of defensively. They've obviously given up 36 and had a number of fouls, so I think that's something that they'll be looking at. But when they have got stops, they've pushed the ball in transition. They've shot the ball relatively well, and I think the inside game is something that they'll be needing to look at in this second half.
Very much appreciate everyone on the live stream and all the comments. We'll leave you with the first half highlights. We'll be back in about 12 minutes, so join us again, and we'll be back. See you after the half. Welcome back to the Loddon Valley Leisure Centre. Kitking Trophy first round action, Group 1. It is the Reading Rockets hosting the Worthing Thunder. Great first half here. Reading lead 51-36 on this Saturday afternoon. Crowd very good for a Saturday afternoon, buzzing around, and Bailey and James getting them into the action. And do you know who else gets into the action? Ben Fisher.
Well, I've had a thrilling half-time.
We haven't moved.
I have. I did what you asked and checked the official scorebook to find out that Johnson Thompson is indeed on 4 personal fouls, which is incredible, really.
Yeah, we've really struggled to put together where the 4 fouls came from. We thought 2 was a surprise. 3 was very surprising. 4 has been simply mind-boggling.
Yeah, sure has, and you know, that's going to play a big impact, I think, in this the start of this second half. Yeah,
he was very good, as was Hafiz Abdul in the first half, who leads all scorers, I believe, was 17. At least he certainly did at the end of the half, so unless it's changed at half-time. Yeah, Abdul leads with 17. Elijah Maynard has 13 for the Rockets. Christian Alexander has 6 rebounds. Let's go with 3 assists. Zach Powell has 5 assists. And we're set for action. First round, Kitking Trophy. It will start with the Worthing Thunder. Welcome back, everybody, on the live stream. Numbers have dropped a little, so remember to remind your friends to log back on and come back to the live stream. Fairburn with an early 3. Powell with a strong rebound on that weak side. Here's Clark. Gets one tipped away by Ward, and it's going to be a foul while they're going for the ball. And Clark just a little casual. Picks up his second foul, and don't want to start that trend here in the second half.
Yes, indeed, and Mitch Clark probably quite fortunate enough there to get away with it being an unsportsmanlike foul.
Explain it for the viewers. Why should it be unsportsmanlike?
Well, he was the last defender. He was, I mean, you could argue he was making a play for the ball, but I think he was on the opposite side to where the ball was, so yeah, probably a tough call for Worthing, but another foul is called, and it looks like we have started that trend again, Mark.
Yeah, slight curse from me. That's Elijah Maynard's 3rd foul as he flies in, as you'll see on the replay, just trying to get to the help side. Worthing Thunder have been very strong in the low block, have found the inside very easily with a kind of down screen, cross screen action. Abdul with the step through. That's going to be a foul, and I simply can't see that one at all.
No, and if we're honest here, that should not be called. Finn Porter has done nothing wrong except pick up foul number 4 on that play, and 2 shots will be awarded to Hafiz Abdul.
I think that replay could be pretty heavily scrutinised as we get ready for 3 throws, because I mean, Zoya Taylor will say that's a foul, and we'll see it from the Worthing perspective, but I simply didn't see that one. Looked like a legitimate step through a split in the double team, but not a lot of contact on the way through. Abdul back to the line, makes that one.
It's almost like the unsportsmanlike wasn't called, so the Rockets have been penalised a little bit.
So here it is again on the spin, just steps through. Maybe a bit of a bump with the hips, but I can't see much else other than that. Clark finds Champion. He steps back just inside 3. He's fouled, and
I think. Sorry, Mark. I was just going to say, I think if that is the case on the Finn Porter foul, I think we're going to get probably about 40 fouls in this second half.
Yeah, I mean, I can only say what I think maybe was seen. I mean, it's very, very light. Another discussion here on the Champion jump shot. Was there some interference with the jump shot? I didn't quite see.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the call is. Not quite sure why there's a discussion going on, but it's been a been a rickety start to this third quarter, and 3 shots has been awarded to Lewis Champion.
So he's been a 3-point foul. Again, the replay team are going to be working incredibly hard to replay all these at the minute. I thought he was inside 3, but who knows? Champion makes the first.
Sorry about that. I saw a basketball roll onto the court just as Lewis Champion was shooting his second free throw.
He'll shoot the second one again. Holds his concentration, makes that one. And now he will shoot his third, which we're not sure if he was inside or outside 3. Makes all 3. Here's Ward for the Worthing Thunder. Switch with Champion. Defended well. Fairburn from the corner. Round on the rebound and Clark out and running. A few numbers here for the Rockets. Shifted to the left wing. Trail with Round, and here's Powell. And that's our 5th foul call in the first 2 minutes and 15 odd seconds.
Well, a minute and 15 even.
Sorry, you're right. 5 fouls in a minute and 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Your 40 foul count, you might be on for this.
Could be.
Bet 365 plus 40 fouls in the second half. Other betting apps are available.
Yes, and I don't condone betting.
And we don't gamble aware.
Yeah.
Powell from the corner misses. Ward to the mid-range pull-up. Halfway down, but that one's out. Clark the other way. Powell with the Alexander screen just rolls off it. Finds Champion, finds Clark, wide open, really good ball movement. He can't get that one to go, and he's frustrated. And another whistle on the rebound in an NBL Division 1 men's basketball game with the rebound safely secured. Foul.
And that's Christian Alexander's 4th foul as well. So we've got Finn Porter and Christian Alexander on 4 fouls, and Daniel Johnson-Thompson also on 4 fouls for the Thunder. 3 players on 4 fouls with 8 minutes and change left in the third quarter.
Jacob Spurrier checks in. We'll get the lowdown on him in just a second. Coach guarding Fairburn, who goes right by him, and there's another foul. Quite a tough game to come into this, actually. Certainly is, and also really tough for Coach Nurizadeh with both his bigs on 4 fouls with so much of the game left. Jacob Spurrier has joined this year from Oakland's Wolves after 2 years in the EABL there. He's doing a 3rd year at the John Medeski Academy, and has been thrown into the mix, as you say. And yeah, it's a tough ask for him, Mark, and it's a tough ask for anybody. Now he's matched up against Hafiz Abdul on the low block rebound. 5 seconds in.
Welcome to Division 1.
Yes, indeed. And here's Champion. Take control for the Rockets. All the way down the lane, and that one is another foul. So the foul count is going to be astronomical in this half at this rate.
Certainly is. That's foul number 2 for Champion, and he'll check out the game. So with just under 8 minutes left in the third quarter, the Rockets are already in the penalty, so every foul they commit now will be 2 shots.
I'm always the boring one of these live streams. It's incredibly hard to keep a lead when you're in foul trouble for so long. Give Sporia that steal. Powell down low, wanted the alley-oop, but a little bit off with the pass from Clark. Powell goes down the lane anyway. One extra, they get another touchdown low, but good work from the Thunder, and Round pulls up. Sporia gets himself a rebound. And good job by the young man to get a rebound, and slight fist bump there from my co-commentator, I presume. His beloved QPR just scored.
They have indeed, but my full attention is here at Loddon Valley.
Here's Clark in the corner, and there's another whistle, so that's going to be going the other way again.
Has it been signalled to the table? I'm not sure. But it was definitely an offensive foul call. I think it was illegal screen by Sporia.
Yep. Akiki gets inside. Uber Eats has just delivered. Fantastic. Here's Taylor Rowe. Rockets lead being eaten into just marginally. Isaac Round, the cross, finds Clark in the corner, and Powell on the follow, just can't get it to go, and those chippies are very deflating when you can't finish them off.
Yeah, and the other thing is that obviously it's a chance in transition, isn't it? So it's now a 12-point game, and it could have been a 16 or 17-point game. The Rockets are really going to need Mitch Clark to knock down his shots, and Zach Powell definitely to contribute at the offensive end.
Round drops off to Sporia. Clark. Taylor Rowe takes one dribble, fires that one, and that is the break that the Rockets needed as Taylor Rowe from downtown.
Yeah, and don't forget, it's now, as you were at the end of the first half, it's a 15-point game, so it's level pegging, and the Rockets are going to need to keep it like that with this unit on the floor. Good help down this time from Isaac Round, but combination of Rowe and Round can't keep the ball in play. Interesting that Coach Nurizade's made the decision to put Finn Porter back in on 4 fouls. Clearly he feels that's an issue for his team. Rolls the dice. Ward looked long when it left his hand, and it was. Powell the other way. Powell all the way down with the jelly finger roll and gets it to go. And great finish as the Rockets steal. Mid-range pull-up needs that to go, and it does, and Zach Powell ignites the crowd with a set of back-to-back scores. Yes, and Rockets now the 19-point advantage, and really important buckets, as you say, for the home team. There's the... Yeah, the backside help was far too late there for the Rockets. Here's Round. Fouled at mid-court by Ishmael Fontaine. I don't think we've had a foul for a minute, so... Look, I think we've got through the last 90 seconds relatively foul-free, and that felt good to see some basketball for a longer period. Yeah. Clayton Wright and Luke Moore have checked into the game for the Thunder. Isaiah Taylor continues to give out orders, asking why something didn't make sense. Clark with the skip to Powell. Quick first step. Load of kickball, but no whistle. Foul called. Why isn't that a kicked ball down here? I don't know. Okay. Is the answer. The referees have to deem it to be deliberate. So if the ball does just hit the foot and the foot's static, that doesn't necessarily have to constitute a kickball. That's my understanding anyway. Okay, that's the type of insight that I need in my life. Okay, I will try hard to provide that moving forward for the 2023-24 season.
Daniel Johnson-Thompson back in the game. He is on 4 fouls. A couple of ghost fouls in the first half that we didn't pick up here in the commentary position. Clayton Wright makes the first. Makes his second. Bit of extended pressure from the Thunder. Stays with Powell. Powell gets low, will skip to Rowe. Inside to Porter. Needs an outlet, this time it's Clark. Great ball movement. One dribble pull up from Round, and that's really, really nice from the Rockets. Probably the best offensive sequence of the day so far.
Yeah, very good indeed, very patient, and a nice shot to finish off the sequence there.
And that's his 5th foul. Done.
Yeah, I mean, that is really, really tough on Daniel Johnson-Thompson, fouling out with still 14 minutes, 17 seconds left in the game.
Massive blow for the Thunder. He had a really, really good first half too. It will be a shame if it is a, what's the right word, a book error, or for whatever reason it might be, because he was great for the game this afternoon. Powell finds Clark, and he still can't get it going from the perimeter, and he's frustrated. Could see it building before the half, actually, for Clark. Just hasn't got its shooting touch going this afternoon. Fairbairn with a travel. That classic first step travel. These pictures this evening brought to you by the stream team, the TV Academy, where we are training up the next generation of cameramen and women.
There we go.
Quick wave on screen, and they are doing a phenomenal job. They've got some comments of how well the stream looks. But yes, as the TV Academy is working really well. Reach out for any more information if you'd like to know about it. Here's Powell down the lane. Clark, this time the shorter one, still can't get it to go, and it's one of those days where it's the rim shrunk a little bit and you just can't seem to get the ball to go down.
Yeah, good shots from Mitch Clark, and I think the key thing is he's shooting the right shots, he's taking the right shots, so I'm sure they'll drop for him. Great effort by Zach Powell, who checks out of the game, and Lewis Champion comes in. I think he's done a good job keeping the motors going in that period of play where the Rockets really suffering from their foul issues.
Yeah, big fan of Powell at the minute. Got his 8 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. I mean, that's a stat line in itself. Clark just rescues that one from down low. Taylor Rowe can't handle the pass. We're down to 7 on the shot clock. Rowe will have to pull himself. He does. Just off left and rebounded by Porter. Champion saying, come back to me. Rebounded by Porter this time, and Rockets could do with a period of just controlling the ball here. Here's Clark, handled by Rowe, 15 on the shot clock. Now in the hands of Champion. Champion just with the blow-by, can't get it to go. Porter with a good follow, he can't get it to go. Champion back in the game, and I guess didn't establish himself back in bounds, but I think he did. Or he looked close to establishing himself back in bounds. Yeah,
I think he tried to, but I don't think he did. And just a tough period of play there for Finn Porter. Turns one over off the offensive rebound that he really shouldn't, and just misses a really easy one at the rim.
There's Luke Moore finding Hafiz Abdul, better help side from Champion, but what a spin on the baseline, and Abdul with a two-handed dunk
Yeah, and he's the man that's going to keep this Worthing Thunder attack going.
And they're back to a 15-point ball game. Champion in with Maynard, Powell, Clark and Porter. Bit stuck on that side of the floor. Powell all the way inside and one. And Zach Powell's athleticism and skill just keeps this game going.
Yeah, great job. We were just saying beforehand, Zach Powell really driving his team and filling up all columns on the stat sheet, and another tough play by the young guard.
Second season or second full season here with the Rockets, where I've seen Powell so far. If you've not bought some Zach Powell stock, now is the time to do so. Certainly on the rise, and defensively also very strong. Clark against Abdul, who continues down the lane. The foul's on Mitch Clark. Shooting again because of the team fouls.
Yep, foul number 3 on Mitch Clark. That's a tough matchup for him, mind.
You are tuned into the Kitking Trophy. First game in Group 1. Reading Rockets versus the Worthing Thunder. Great early season tournament sponsored by Kitking. Good to get some, what I would call, competitive, proper games early on. First potential silverware of the season. Group stage, then into a knockout. Then you're the winner. And the general keeps on going.
Zach Powell knocking down the 3 ball, and he's really had a very, very good third quarter indeed. And that's going to be foul number 4 for Mitch Clark. Wow, another Rockets player on 4 fouls.
The difficulty is, certainly in the Hafiz Abdul matchup, is he puts a lot of pressure on you defensively. Like, it is relentless. So you're going to have situations where you have to foul. It feels like it might have been a bit excessive in this game, but certainly he's a very tough matchup.
He certainly is. I think just for the game itself, it's really tough for the players, though. I think it's a very, very stop-start game, so it's hard to get into any rhythm. But Hafiz Abdul keeping the scoreboard ticking over for the Thunder from the foul line.
Here's Zach Powell, 17-point ball game, 69-52. Powell finds champion. We are under a minute here. Powell again thought about it, goes to the step back, and the disc goes. Well, the roof is going to come off. Maynard follows that one and gets it to go, and great things still happening here for the Rockets.
Yeah, good tip by Finn Porter, a bit more control this time, and Elijah Maynard with a delicate baby jumper.
Skip out to the corner. That was Luke Moore, misses that one. Clayton Wright doesn't get that one to go. Off and running, it's Powell again. There's time, under 10. 5 on the clock. Clark just slightly buckles, and it's Powell to beat the buzzer, and Mitch Clark can't get that one to go. And I thought Porter was going to give himself a little layup inside, but decided to kick it out. Didn't get that one to go, but strong half here from the Rockets, and they lead it 71-52. It's a 19-point ball game. Just having a quick look at the leaders this evening. Elijah Maynard has 15 for the Rockets, backed up by Zach Powell at a really strong third quarter. Hafiz Abdul with 26 for the Worthing Thunder. Okiki is supporting him with 6. You'll see the third quarter highlights. Heavily features Zach Powell, but Hafiz Abdul keeping the Worthing Thunder in touching distance. He's got 7 rebounds to go with his 26 points. Zach Powell, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 14 points. And Ben, Reading Rockets just extending their lead a little bit in that quarter.
Well, I think they did a really good job in terms of managing the foul situation. Don't forget, they were in the penalty after only a minute and a few seconds. So, yeah, Finn Porter has managed to stay out there on 4 fouls. And the loss of Daniel Johnson-Thompson for the Thunder is probably going to be have quite an impact. But yeah, as you say, like the Rockets have, in those moments, kept the scoreboard ticking over. Have played some pretty good basketball, to be fair, and yeah, it's been good to watch.
Certainly some longer periods of play there from the Reading Rockets. Appreciate everybody back with us on the live stream. Orlan Jackman in the house. Appreciate the comments on the stream. As we saw, Stream Team, TV Academy doing their thing here this evening. Back into the 4th quarter. Here's Maynard to the cross, pulls up mid-range and looks really good from Elijah Maynard. I guess the Rockets going in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, the Rockets have established a 20-point lead for the first time in the game as well.
Fairburn from the perimeter, short this time. Champion can't handle it, but ends up in his hands. No numbers here for the Rockets. Skip to Maynard. Here's Rowe down the floor, finds Powell, and a bit more patience here from the Rockets. And that foul is John Fairburn.
Yeah, really nice ball movement early on from the Rockets in this 4th quarter.
Rockets been leading this one pretty much from the get-go. They've had a double-digit lead since the 1st quarter. Hasn't gone under 10, I don't think. Foul trouble has been their big thing. And 3 from Clayton Wright, who's featured a bit in this 2nd half. Here's Powell through Alexander. Here's Rowe on that left wing. He gets down the floor, goes for the runner, and gets it to rattle home. There's a shoelace stoppage. Taylor Rowe, first little look at him from 6 to 8 feet. It's been great from the perimeter so far. Fairburn twins in, down the floor, and that's far too easy. That will infuriate Coach Nurizade. Champion out and running, nearly caught that one and doesn't quite get it. And Powell just gives him the look that he overran him. Here's Powell going the other way. Tries to go behind the back, and it's probably a bit early for this, and I think there could be some adjustments coming from Coach Nurizade.
Yeah, that's. I think that's pretty frustrating for any coach, really. That was probably one of the easier buckets available in this game, and yeah, Zach Powell is taking a little trip just to have a think about that on the Rockets bench.
That is a classic. You don't make eye contact with the coach on the way out. Don't look. Just go straight to your seat.
You know.
I know. I've been there. Zach Powell just taking a seat. Been good in this, in the 3rd quarter. Now into the 4th. Rockets still leading this one by 18. Maynard finds Champion. He gets a long look at that one and buries the 3. Lewis Champion.
Yeah, I really like that shot from Lewis Champion. He's made a number of those over the last few seasons, and there he was again.
And I don't know if it's hit the socials yet, but there's going to be a highlight-worthy crossover from the 1st half that will hit your social channels from Lewis Champion. Luke Moore misses that one, but now inside and gets the second chance. Clark with a bump from John Fairburn.
Yeah, and I believe that's foul number 4 for him as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Maynard in that mid area, and then he just steps out of bounds. Isaac Brown going to check back into this one. Luke Moore, high screen and roll. Thought about it. Hafiz Abdul down low, where he's been very, very difficult to manage. He continues to be difficult to manage. Called for a walk.
Yes, I was going to say, I think that was a pretty easy one, and a good double from the Rockets there.
Early tip time here, so definitely appreciate everyone in the live stream joining us. I imagine it's still fairly busy at kind of 3, 4 o'clock on a Saturday. And everybody who got down here to the Valley, pretty impressive job for 2 o'clock tip on a Saturday afternoon. Here's Rowe against Moore, finds a Round who shot well early. Great hands from Alexander, and Taylor Rowe puts that back up, but nothing doing. Hafiz Abdul the other way for the Thunder. This is Tyler Fairburn, good catch, good footwork inside. Foul down 1. I feel like I've said foul a lot.
Yes, I think you have, and yeah, definitely a good game for everybody to review. Players, coaches, and officials. Early season.
Back rims it, gets his own rebound, chucks in another 2, and the frustration and timeout is coming. That's for sure. I'm sure we'll see some interesting communication from Coach Nurizadeh.
I think what he'll be talking about is just the sloppy periods of play, really. You know, there's been a couple of very easy turnovers. It kind of started with that Zach Powell turnover where he just needed to lay it up. Obviously a cheap hand 1 there, not getting the rebound. So, yeah, I think good timeout by the Rockets coach, just to realign things for his team.
See some of these fourth quarter highlights. As the Thunder have got it back to 15, excuse me. The restricted view seating again. Just cutting the scoreboard off for us. Zoe Taylor still trying to get the troops going. Still in touching distance. Bit of a run might get them into partial end game under 2 if they can get it in single digits. Quite a long mountain to climb, and we'll see if the Thunder come out with some energy to get there. Clark in the backcourt with Round and Champion. Actually going with 4 guards, just Christian Alexander playing up front. Tatum Rowe the other guard. And here is Rowe on the closeout. Alexander down low, will just get that inside, needs to finish that one off, but doesn't. Got it in that dunker spot, but couldn't finish this time. That's a goaltend. And
yeah, I was about
what
to
do you say, Liv?
Well, I was about to say to you, Mark, I think this next run is going to be, it will tell us really where this game's going to go. I think if the Thunder take a run here, then as you say, get it into single digits, then it's definitely game on. But certainly if the Rockets pull away and get that lead back up to kind of 18, 19, 20, I think that's probably the game done. So it's really finally in the balance there. It was a bad miss, really.
Yeah, and it's 2 the other way as well, so swings it to a 13-point ball game. And my thoughts around Yeah, get single digits. Do you get to a bit of an end game? It's possible still, isn't it?
Certainly is, and I think the Thunder will be very happy with where they're at right now.
They've done a really good job of making sure that lead doesn't go the other way. And they've actually got it to close the gap. Had potential, didn't it, to go north of 20. Rockets couldn't keep the momentum going. Energy's just flattened out a little bit here in the valley. This guy might be able to bring the energy. There's a director of basketball, Matt Johnson.
CEO.
CEO, sorry, yeah. He is CEO.
He is the man.
He's taken up quite a CEO type pose as well.
Yeah.
When you're a CEO, you cross your legs.
Yeah. And make everybody else do the work.
Here's Clark. Down the lane, finds Champion in the corner. Thought he might let that one go. Round now gets inside, just hangs and finishes. Really nice from Isaac Round, who's having another well put together game. Lead goes back to 15, 5:42 to go here. Fairburn. That was Clayton Wright. Doesn't get it to go. Reliably informed, he is a shooter. Round again. Bouncer along the baseline, really good find, and Clark finally gets one to go for three, and what a find from Isaac Round.
Definitely, and a little 5-2 run there from the Rockets, and if they can get another stop here, it will be...
There's the travel.
You'd feel a score here, and that may be game done, but you just never know in this game.
Rockets on offense with Alexander. Good ball movement again in this kind of continuity ball screen sort of set. Powell to the crossover. Here's Round, trying to find some room. Finds Clark, who made his last one. This one rims off, and the crash of the boards doesn't come up with the Rockets. And that one is thrown, oh, saved. Just about to say it was thrown out of bounds, but saved well. And a foul on Hafiz Abdul, I think, on a hold, on the rebound, going the other way.
I notice Orlan Jackman's been on the stream saying open and shut Case Johnson. I believe the two work together for GB. I'm sure Orlan will correct us on that. 4:30 left, 83-65 in the game.
Champion controlling the ball. Gets himself down the lane, finds Clark, longer time to look at this one. This one goes in, and Mitch Clark finds the hot hand at the right time.
Yes, and that's the run the Rockets were really looking for, and a great timeout by Coach Nurizade, where he was just trying to align the troops again, and a 21-point advantage to his team.
Abdul inside, goes for the dunk. Challenge but can't finish. Champion tries to finish, loads of contact down here too. No call. Go the other way, and it's out of bounds, and bodies everywhere.
Yeah, and one would think there'd be some floor wiping to do after that.
There's about both ends need doing. Floor guys are going to be busy. Hafiz Abdul just a little bit slow to get up. Completely incidental collision with Mitch Clark. Ball over the top there, just both looking at it. Champion takes a seat. Elijah Maynard back in. .344 to go in this one, 96-65 as Fish said. This one's opened up, 21-point ball game. Run here from the Rockets. Clark with a little shovel over the middle. Doesn't get it to go with the kind of slide jumper. Powell finds Maynard, needs to get this one up, and he does, and it's a three from Maynard.
Yeah, Rockets definitely got their shooting boots on in the second part of this fourth quarter, and looking to put the game to bed, rather.
Or the bed to game.
Maybe.
Here is Hafiz Abdul with standout here for Worthing. Fairburn on the cut. Powell tries to take one on the chest. Nothing doing. Just coming up to the 3-minute mark. 89-67. Alexander spinning. Finds Clark again. 10 on the shot clock. Clark down the middle. Finds Powell. Finds Maynard. He shoots, made his last one. This one halfway down. Alexander keeps that one alive, but nothing doing. Right with a long one to the corner against Abdul. Spinning and twirling and finishing. Hafiz Abdul with another really strong move, and his numbers continue to go up and up.
Yeah, he's had a fantastic game. There's no doubt about that. And he's definitely going to feature prominently in this Worthing Thunder team this year.
Yeah, very strong. Here's Powell to the crossover. Foul on Fairburn. And that is a 5th and final foul, a disqualifying foul. Just joking, I don't know what it's called.
No, it's just fouled out.
Yeah, it's just fouled out.
Yeah. Not been disqualified.
If you found out you're not disqualified anyway, by its nature, can't come back in.
But disqualifying foul is something different, I think.
That's why I keep you around. Told you all the inside info. Here's Alexander. Coming up to the 2-minute mark. Rockets lead by 20. Powell down the middle. Shovels it off to Alexander, who tries to finish. Doesn't. I saw your slight eye roll there, Coach. Needs to finish those ones, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, okay, early season, a lot of contact inside for sure, but I think, you know, it's going to be really important for Christian Alexander this season to, you know, maybe him and Finn Porter need to be in double figures for the Rockets.
Misses the first. Worthing Thunder fans who made the journey, just letting him know, and I like it. Buries the second. I like that Taylor Rose just subbed in from the middle of the table.
Yeah,
like his college. No one's told him about the chairs.
Yeah, he's just been told by the officials.
He doesn't know. Help him out, guys. Come on.
Absolutely.
Has it been here less than a week? Hafiz Abdul goes to the step back. Nothing doing this one. Rockets into the front court. Zach Powell, who's been really strong. Good time for you to start thinking about your MVP, Fish. Ball bobbles around, ends up with Taylor Rowe. Plenty of candidates. I'll leave you to mull that over. We'll come back to it at a suitable time, and you can tell us who you think today's MVP is.
Certainly will.
Clayton Wright, all the way down the middle. Doesn't get his go. Saved by Alexander. Maynard and Powell out and running. Powell tripped inside. Nice in-out crossover here from Zach Powell. Really good to see. Just opens the hips up of Hafiz Abdul. Has to foul him. So a minute or so to go, Fish. Do you need more time, or have you nailed it down?
No, I mean, it's a tricky one. You know, Elijah Maynard obviously leading the Rockets with 20 points personal in 20 minutes has been really good. Taylor Rowe on his debut with 16 points. Lewis Champion with 16 points. But I have to go with Zach Powell, who's currently on the free throw line, just because of his, you know, his stat line. He has 10 rebounds and 8 assists. To go with potentially 16 points, so yeah, he's going to be our MVP this evening.
He's a near triple-double, crikey.
Yep.
Great selection, I think, Fish. No one's going to argue that. Well, they might, but
that's fine. The complaints department are always open.
Sometimes the complaints will be false. Minute to go here. Rockets edging their way to 100. They're on 94. The Valley love a triple figure game. They love it. Wright makes the three.
Yeah, and he can certainly shoot, Clayton Wright. Good to see him playing in this NBL Division 1 roster.
Here's Rowe. Finds Harry Milbank, who's into the game. Powell along the baseline, good hesitation, tries to skip around Abdul. Foul there, might be his, got to be close to his 5th. Not sure if it is or not. It's his 4th, I knew it was close.
Well, it was a good guess in this game.
Yeah, you may as well just say it's close to 5 for every player. Certainly every Rocket. Floor guys are out again. Stellar job as always. If you have been with us for most of the evening, or most of the afternoon, I always say evenings, it always is, most of the afternoon, and you've seen somebody you thought could have been in that MVP shout, let us know, write it in the comment section. Unfortunately, I'm going to go with Ben's decision this time around, but would be interested to know who else you thought was good this evening, either side. We're a bias, unbiased stream. A 95-72, 45 to go here. Oh dear. They get a, what's one of those?
Yeah, unsportsmanlike, didn't really play for the ball. I think he was trying to foul so he could get his young counterpart Jacob Spurrier back into the game, but Zach Powell does indeed sit down with 17 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists and 3 steals, and that's a heck of a stat line, and that's why he is our MVP for this evening.
Gary Robinson says MVP Hafiz Abdul. I think in a winning effort you'd have no issue at all giving him an MVP shout.
Oh, most definitely. You know, he's led all scorers in the game. He's got 28 points and 9 rebounds with together with 4 assists. He's definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with this season, that's for sure.
Yep. Shout for Elijah Maynard, another one for Hafiz Abdul. Yeah, Hafiz Abdul's been very, very good today. Okiki gets that one to go. Under 30, 95-76.
Harry Milbank's into the game for the Rockets for the first time.
You already missed it, coach, already said it.
Oh, I apologise.
Okiki on the fast break, 12 seconds to go. This one's all wrapped up, 95-78. Taylor Rowe gets it over the half. We'll just hold this one and let this one run out the clock, and the Reading Rockets win the first game in Group 1 of the Kitking Trophy. They win it 95-78. Led from the first quarter. Never went under double digits, although plenty of fight in the Worthing Thunder.
Yes, absolutely, and I believe they still have players to add to their roster, so I think that they'll be fine this season for sure. It certainly didn't help with Daniel Johnson-Thompson fouling out so early in the game, but Hafiz Abdul with a brilliant stat line for them. So I think there'll be more to come for sure from the Thunder, but a good start from the Rockets. I think Coach Nurizade will definitely be looking at some things defensively that he won't be too happy about, but to put up 95 points in their first outing is certainly a good achievement. So a positive start for the home team for sure.
Yeah, I think a two-pronged attack for the Thunder. If Daniel Johnson-Thompson and Hafiz Abdul stay in the game, it becomes a lot to handle, which it was in the first half. But yeah, all credit to Worthing Thunder. First outing of the year so far, and quick fist bump was Isaiah Taylor as he exits the building. But yeah, Worthing Thunder will be absolutely fine. I said a few more pieces to come in. Rockets at mid-court. About to thank the crowd. I don't know if we'll be able to track down Zach Powell. We can see. Do you want to do the honours, Fish? And
yes, I'll.
do you want to do the interview, or do you want me to do the interview?
You can do the interview. I will get Mr.
Okay.
Powell, and I will be back
He can
shortly.
come and sit next to me. As Fish goes to track people down, we will try and get hold of the general. Again, good chance for me to say thank you to everyone on the live stream. As I say, we will try and get hold of Zach. And when he comes along, he can take a seat with me and we'll give him a quick interview. Everybody on the live stream, I say, really appreciate it. It's, you know, on a Saturday afternoon, not the easiest time to come along and join us. But here he comes. We're inviting him into the booth with us. Well, he's coming in from behind the screen. Here he is. I'll track him down as the Rockets faithful leave for the evening. Just checking that you can hear me.
Yeah, can hear you.
He's in, right. Zach Powell's in. Big evening tonight, mate. 17 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals. Big stat line.
Thank you, thank you.
So, what helped get it going tonight?
First of all, I just want to thank God, because without him, I would be nothing. But other than that, our teammates, it's just all teammates. They get us going, they get me going. And it's just the talking. We got a lot of things to work on, like transition defense and stuff like that. But it's just the team, man. The team, the chemistry, the brotherhood that we've got here is great.
Yeah. It looks like it's gelling well so far. Still pretty early season. You think this group's got more to give?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. There was like a lot of sloppy turnovers, a lot of things that we could have changed them. But in training, we'll fix them. We'll fix them slowly but surely, yeah.
You've got a pretty decent group of academy guys on the bench. How have they been to be in and around the group, and what are their contributions like?
Nah, they're great. They're great. We got Harry, Isaac, and the other two, they're great, man. Especially Isaac and Harry, they're growing up. Isaac's definitely got a solid game.
Yeah.
So I was telling him before, when he was out there, they keep rushing you. So one dribble, pump fake, and then shoot for the mid-range. And he got it. I was so excited. I was like, yeah, Isaac, let's go, B.
Yeah, he looked like it got it going, like really got into his rhythm second half, and that was good to see.
100%.
So now with the, you know, couple of games under your belt, where do you go from here? I know you said like tidy up the sloppiness, but where else do you think this team goes?
Nah, I feel like we go far. We've got Christian down low, getting rebounds and stuff. We just need to clean up the foul counts and all that stuff, but we'll get there slowly but surely. The team, the chemistry, practice, we go hard, so it's just going to come along as the season goes by.
Well, I appreciate that. Was Zach Powell, 17 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals, near triple-double. Bit lazy on the extra assist, but we'll let you off with that one. Near triple-double tonight. Rockets ran out the victors, 95-78. Zach, thanks for joining us, mate. Go join your teammates.
Thank you. Love you, Am.
Okay, I'll wrap up here. Fish will just join back in the booth. I don't know if I'm still live. I think I am. So it's 95-78, as I say, the victors. Great evening here at the Valley. And Fish, just wrapping up. Nice, humble interview there from Zach Powell. Commented on the team effort rather than the individual effort.
Yeah, most definitely, and you could see that in the spread of scoring with Lewis Champion having 16, Elijah Maynard 20, Taylor Rowe having 16, and Mitch Clark 11. And I think it was definitely a good team performance. And I think I said this last time out when we were with the pre-season game against Team USA Select. Zach Powell has worked so hard over this summer. He's in every morning shooting and working on his craft. So it's great to see him perform at this level. And take a more leading role heading into this season. Yeah, absolutely. And listen, really great kind of proper first outing here in the first meaningful games of the year. So thank everyone on the live stream for joining us. The Stream Team TV Academy have been fantastic. I'll just give them a quick nod. As always, as I say, you can reach out to any of the
any of the social channels if you want to learn more about TV Academy. Big thanks to Kitking for the sponsorship of the trophy again this year, providing some, as I say, meaningful games early on. And we will see you. Fish, when's the next home game?
Next weekend.
Next weekend against
Barking Abbey.
Is it Kitking Trophy?
It is a Kitking Trophy.
Kitking Trophy Group 1 game next weekend. Barking Abbey at home. We will see you there. Thanks for joining us tonight.